The Hurricanes and the Chiefs have both released their teams for the Super Rugby Final taking place this weekend, and I cannot wait for it. In this video, I'm going to be giving my previews and going over some of the lineups and talking about it. I'm so excited for this game. Now, I haven't been watching the Super Rugby throughout the entire season. I must say, some of the games are a bit early, but I have been trying to watch as many of the teams as possible, especially the playoff games, and it's been really exciting. Now, there have been some healthy scorelines, but I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think, and I think both these teams selected, there's going to be a lot of All Blacks this year chosen from these two teams, and it's going to be an absolute war out there. But before we do get into it, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate all the support, and if you are an All Blacks fan or if you are a rugby fan in general, I will be covering all the nations in the Nations Championship with player ratings, match previews, selection reactions, predicted lineups, and match reactions as well. It's going to be absolutely awesome. We still have the All Blacks vs Springboks greatest rivalry tour later this year as well, and I will be covering all of the All Blacks games for that as well, especially against the club teams from South Africa, and of course the 4 test matches against the Springboks. So if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate all the support. So let's get right into it. We'll start off with the Chiefs over here, the Chiefs lineup. So at number 1, they've gone for Ollie Norris. Number 2, Samisoni Takiyaho. Number 3, Sione Ohio. Number 4, Josh Lord. Number 5, Tupou Vaa'i. Number 6, Sammy Penny Finau. Number 7, Luke Jacobson. Number 8, Simon Parker. Number 9, Cortez Ratama. Number 10, Damian McKenzie. Number 11, Kyron Taumia Falau. Number 12, Quinn Tupaia, the informed Quinn Tupaia. Number 13, Kyle Brown. Number 14, Leroy Carter. Number 15, Liam Combs Fabling. And on the bench they have Brody McAllister, Jared Prophet, George Dyer, Siusu Naitu Akudi, Caleb Boshier, Xavier Rowe, Josh Jacobs, and Rion Paul. So a very strong team selected from the Chiefs, but they also have a lot of players unavailable to injury. So I'll go over some of these names. Ruben O'Neill out with a concussion. Lalakai Foketi, that is a big one, out with a calf injury. I was really looking forward to see how he was going alongside Quinn Tupaia. They've been excellent together this year. Tane Kolose with a laceration. Isaac Hutchison with a knee injury, Wallace Sititi with a concussion, hopefully he recovers soon, Daniel Rona with a hand injury, Imoni Narawa with a foot injury, that's also a big one, Eteni Naina Saturo with a foot injury, and Jaden Saar with a shoulder injury. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players out with an injury, 9 key players out with an injury for Chiefs. So that being said, with all those injured players, they're still getting a very quality team out there. But I will say the one thing that does not scare me about the Chiefs right now, but the one thing that I think Chiefs fans should be nervous about probably is that center combination being split up. I thought last week Lalakai Foketi was absolutely excellent in their game last week. He was absolutely excellent against the Crusaders. He just does the right things at the right time, and him and Quinn Tupaia seem to be really gelling, and they have a lot of cohesion right now on the field. So for me, that's probably the one position of worry. I think the other guys have been out for a while now. They are used to playing without some of those guys. Of course, a guy like Wallace Sititi will be missed as well, but I think they've got some really good cover in the loose forwards, and I think it's going to be a big game for a guy like Kyle Brown coming in to replace a guy like Lalakai Foketi. So I think the backline injuries will be a bit of a worry, but it also gives a lot of these guys an opportunity to really stand up this week and make a big difference. I will say though, that forward pack from the Chiefs looks absolutely deadly. I mean, Takiyaho, Josh Lord, Tupou Vaa'i, Sammy Penny Finau, Luke Jacobson, Simon Parker. That is some really good players right there from the Chiefs. And the one thing I do like about the Chiefs team is that forward pack, they gel so well together. They play as an absolute unit, as an engine room, and I think it's going to be a very tough battle against a very tough, gritty Hurricanes team as well. That Hurricanes forward pack doesn't like taking a backward step at all, so I think that's going to be one of the key areas in this game as well. Of course, Cortez Ratama and Damian McKenzie really need to pull the strings. I've been very impressed with Cortez Ratama. He's been very good. He was good last week, and I think Damian McKenzie and him are building a nice combination, and Damian McKenzie is going to have a massive game on his shoulders here. If he has a big game, can absolutely secure the number 10 jersey for the All Blacks this year, but he will be going up against the likes of a Cam Roygaard and a Ruben Love, which is going to be absolutely awesome. But that being said as well, looking at the other guys in the back line, Leroy Carter is a very good finisher, one of the fastest players currently in New Zealand, and a guy like Quinn Tupaia, I think he was named the player of the Super Rugby tournament today, and he definitely deserves the number 12 jersey for the All Blacks. He has been absolutely awesome, and I've always enjoyed watching Quinn Tupaia play, so that's going to be awesome to see a very strong Chiefs team selected. Now let's move on to the Hurricanes. They've gone forward. Number 1, Xavier Numia. Number 2, the absolute wrecking ball, Asafu Amua, who I absolutely love watching play. Him versus Takiyaho is going to be fireworks. But then at number 3, Pasilo Tosi. Number 4, Isaiah Walker Lawere. Number 5, Warner Durns, who's been one of the signings of the season. He has been excellent, the Japan player. Number 6, Devin Flanders. Number 7, Duplessis Karifi. Number 8, Peter Lakai. Number 9, Cam Roygard. Number 10, Ruben Love. Number 11, Fehi Fianganofu. I'm sorry for these pronunciations, guys. When it comes to the Maori pronunciations or some of the really New Zealander pronunciations, I just can't get it right. But please help me out in the comments. I'm trying my best. He's been absolutely excellent this year. He's been so good. And every time he touches the ball, he's just excellent. He beats defenders for fun, and he is a big threat this week. Number 12, Geordie Barrett. Number 13, Billy Proctor. So already there, a centre combination with a lot of cohesion. They've been playing together the whole year, and that could make a very big difference in that backline for the Hurricanes. Number 14, Josh Morby, and number 15, Callum Harkin. Looking at the bench, they have Jacob Devery, Siali Laiki, Tyrell Lomax, Brad Shields, Braden Ayosi, Eriatara Inari, Yoni Rova, and Kini Naholo. So a very good bench for the Hurricanes as well. I mean, Kini Naholo last week came on. I wasn't too sure about this guy. I haven't seen too much of him. I've seen some highlights, but he took the show over last week. This guy is absolutely awesome. And I asked on Twitter as well, or on X, does he have the same potential as a guy like Waisaki Noholo, his brother? So please let me know down below in the comments. Does Kini Noholo have the same kind of potential as his older brother, Waisaki Noholo? Because if he does, that will be a scary sight for some other countries that play against him. So a very strong team selected from the Hurricanes. Some really interesting battles in this game. But as I said, a very strong team selected, a very strong forward pack selected from the Hurricanes. But if I had to choose a forward pack that I think is stronger on paper, I think I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs, but just by a little bit. I just think the Chiefs right now have a little bit more quality in their forward pack. But that being said, there's one player in this Hurricanes forward pack that I think the Chiefs should fear if he does get going, if he's honestly unstoppable. Last week, he didn't lose a single collision. He was all over. Just get the ball in this guy's hands and he will do damage. Number 2, Asafu Amua. This guy is absolutely incredible. And I really do believe, get this guy in an All Blacks jersey and they will win more games. And he will score so many tries. He is one of the most talented and highest potential players in world rugby right now, and I truly do believe that. But the All Blacks are blessed with 3 extremely good hookers. I mean, Samisoni Takiyaho against Asafu Amua this weekend is going to be awesome. They have Asafu Amua as well, who's kind of been plagued with injuries as well. Then, of course, Cody Taylor, who is one of the best hookers of all time. So they have some really good options there. And I'd say right now, currently, the All Blacks have the best depth for hookers, especially their top 3 hookers, probably have the best depth in the world. Of course, the Springboks have Malcolm Marx and Johan Grobelaar, but I just think the All Blacks' depth right now, especially at hooker, is a lot better. And it's going to be very interesting to see how the All Blacks manage these guys against the likes of the Lions, the Stormers, and the Bulls, and those kind of preview games before the All Blacks test. So that's going to be very interesting, but also very fun. Other players to watch out for: Warner Durns, and of course number 7 and number 8, Duplessis Karifi and Peter Lakai. 2 younger players, but Duplessis Karifi over the ball is no joke. He can steal a ball anytime he wants, but I think he just needs to speak to the ref a little bit less, because last week he was caught out a little bit talking to the ref a bit too much when he should just focus on the game, because he is an absolutely excellent player. And I've just seen the guy's legs. You are not going to move that guy over the ball. He is an absolute unit. And I think if the Hurricanes want to get that forward dominance, it's going to be up to guys like Asafu Amua, Warner Durns, Duplessis Karifi, and a Peter Lakai as well. That being said, Devin Flanders is also a very good player, but I think those guys are the key players that need to actually have their best games possible to try stop a very rampaging engine room from the Chiefs there in the forward pack. But just looking at the backline, I will give the nod to the Hurricanes backline here. I mean, some really good players. The 9-10 combination's been playing extremely well this year, but Ruben Love needs to have a good game and he needs to be accurate from the tee. I think Damian McKenzie, there's not too many people that will fear that he won't be accurate. He is very good in those big games off the tee. But a guy like Ruben Love last week showed a few cracks in his game. I think he has a few things to iron out if he does want to be the number 10 for the All Blacks going forward, especially in the big games. But he's still a young guy as well. He still has time to sort those things out. And this is the kind of the best environment to do it. And that being said, he is alongside Cam Roygard, who's one of the best scrum offs in the world, if not the best on any given day as well. So I do think the Hurricanes backline is better than the Chiefs backline. Maybe with Lalakai Foketi, I'd go the other way or say it's very even. But right now for this game, I'd say the Chiefs have the better forward pack and the Hurricanes have the better backline. And when it comes to the bench, I'm probably going to have to go for the Hurricanes as well. I think the Chiefs have a very strong bench, but just looking at some of those names there, like a Kenny Naholo, a Brad Shields, a Tyrell Lomax, some really good players on the bench there for the Hurricanes. So I think if the Hurricanes are leading, I think they also are playing at home if I'm not mistaken, but if they are leading later into the second half and they bring those guys on from the bench and both benches clear, I think the Hurricanes might just have a better chance of winning this game then. That being said, it is time for my prediction. And for my prediction, it's pretty much just a gut feel call here. Judging from last week's performances, looking at the teams right now, I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I think the Chiefs are going to get it done. Fourth time's the charm. I think it's the fourth time. Very unlucky for them. Same with the Bulls and the URC. I think fourth time's the charm there as well. I think the Chiefs are going to get it done. I just think in these key games, a good 9-10 combination backed up with an extremely good forward pack makes such a big difference. And last week, if the Hurricanes start the game the same way they did last week and the Chiefs come out firing the same way they did last week, then I just don't think the Hurricanes will be able to catch up. But that being said, if the Hurricanes do win this game, I will not be surprised at all. And I probably will say the Hurricanes probably are the favorites to win. I've just got a sneaky suspicion that the Chiefs are going to pull away a very, very close win here. So that's my prediction for this game. Let me know your predictions down below. Let me know what you think of the team selections. I cannot wait for this game. But before we end it off, my 3 players to watch from each team. For the Chiefs, Samisoni Takiyaho, Tupu Vai, and of course, Damian McKenzie. Then on the other side, I'm going for Asafua Mua, Duplessis Karifi, and Ruben Love. So those are the 3 players to watch from each team. Of course, Quinn Tupaya, but I think those are the players regarding their matchups and regarding where they can make a difference. I think those guys need to be on their top form for their teams to win. So if you do enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button and stick around. There's going to be a lot more rugby content coming out soon. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.